The receipt. He forgot our anniversary. At least that's what he said. Too much work, deadlines, clients. The words fell out of his mouth like coins dropped into a machine. Cold, rehearsed, emotionless. I smiled, said it was fine, kissed his cheek on my way out. But inside, something shifted. A small click, like a lock being turned. Later that night, I found the receipt. It was folded neatly inside his jacket pocket, the one he never lets me wash. 2 dinners. At the same restaurant where he first told me he loved me. The same corner table. Same date. Just 2 people. My fingers trembled, but only for a moment. Then, stillness. Stillness always comes before truth. The next day, I drove there. Same place, same hour. The world looked identical, except for me. Inside, the candlelight flickered on faces that weren't mine. I parked across the street, in the shadow of a tree. Waited. When his car appeared, my heartbeat didn't rise. He walked in with her, a woman, younger, careful, smiling like she belonged to a secret. I watched them sit where we once did. He ordered wine, poured it for her, the same bottle he said he'd bought for our anniversary. I called him. Through the glass, I saw him look at his phone, saw my name glow across his face, and then he silenced it. No hesitation, just quiet betrayal. I didn't cry. I drove home. Silence is an excellent companion when you're learning how to erase someone. I began collecting, not emotions, facts. The next morning, I copied his phone records. He'd forgotten to log out of the family laptop again. Patterns emerged. Late-night calls, hidden numbers, hotel bookings under initials. Then the messages. She wasn't just someone. She was a coworker. The client he stayed late for. The friend who lost her husband last year. He played the role perfectly. Comforter, protector, savior. Men like him always want to be someone's savior. I began to watch him differently. Every gesture became a clue. The way he turned his phone over on the counter when he got home. The quick smile before his expression reset to neutral. The faint trace of her perfume, different every week. He thought I was distracted. He thought I was tired. I let him think it. Let him kiss my cheek goodnight. Let him sleep beside me, breathing evenly, while I stared at the ceiling and mapped the exact day I would stop loving him. Weeks passed. My investigation was quiet, methodical. I didn't want confrontation. I wanted understanding. I met the woman once, by accident, at a company event. She didn't recognize me. Why would she? Wives rarely exist in their world. But I recognized the softness in her eyes when she saw him across the room. It wasn't love. It was belief. She believed his story. The same one I once believed too. I didn't hate her. She was just another mirror. The proof came easily. Emails, messages, receipts. All digital fingerprints of deception. He'd grown sloppy, confident in my trust. I printed everything. A single folder, white, plain, clinical. Evidence of a life quietly rotting from the inside. That evening I made dinner, set the table for 2, lit the same candles he'd forgotten to light the night before. He arrived late. Of course he did. I asked about his day. He lied. I smiled. When he reached for his wine, I slid the folder toward him. "Open it," I said. He hesitated, then obeyed. Page after page, receipts, messages, photographs. His eyes widened, first confusion, then recognition, then fear. Finally, he looked at me. "You've been spying on me?" I tilted my head. "Is that what you call it?" Silence. It stretched between us like a wound. He reached for me, maybe to explain, maybe to beg. I moved my hand back slowly, deliberately. "I saw you tonight," I said, "at the restaurant." He froze. His lips parted, but no words came. "I called you," I continued. "You looked at your phone." I paused, and you silenced it. The truth hung there, heavy and unfixable. He dropped his gaze. "Cowardice always hides in the eyes first," he whispered. "It was a mistake." I almost laughed. Mistake. Such a small word for such deliberate choices. I watched him unravel quietly. Guilt looks different when there's no audience. No yelling, no tears. Just a man watching the version of himself he built start to collapse. "I can fix this," he said. "You already did," I answered, "just not the way you meant." I stood, took the folder back. He reached for it, panic now replacing pride, but I didn't hand it over. "You wanted freedom," I said softly. "Now you have it." He blinked. "What are you saying?" "I'm saying I'm done being the story you hide behind." His voice cracked. "So that's it?" "That's it." I left him sitting there, surrounded by the pieces of his own deceit. The candles burned down. The room smelled of wine and ash. I walked outside. The night air was sharp, cold, clean. For the first time in years, I could breathe without pretending. People think revenge means destruction. They're wrong. Revenge is silence. Revenge is walking away while the truth echoes behind you. He will keep that folder. He will read it again and again. Every page a mirror he can't bear to look into. He will see himself, not the man he pretended to be, but the man I let him become. And he will know that I watched it happen quietly, without screaming, without breaking. The restaurant still stands. Our table still waits. But the story ended long before tonight. I don't hate him anymore. Hatred is a connection too, and I've severed every connection. He silenced my call once. Now I've silenced everything. Some betrayals burn. Mine froze over and left him standing in the ashes, calling a number that will never answer again.